Hey guys, welcome to another audio clip. In this audio clip, we will cover Nathaniel Hawthorn, the famous American Romantic period writer. And let's start it. नथानियल हॉथॉर्न का टाइम स्पेन रहा है 1804 से 1864, 1804 टू 1864. नथानियल हॉथॉर्न वाज एन अमेरिकन नॉवलिस्ट. ये नॉवलिस्ट थे एंड शॉर्ट स्टोरी राइटर थे. हॉथॉर्न पब्लिश्ड हिज फर्स्ट वर्क, अ नॉवल टाइटल्ड फैन शो, FANSHOWE. Fan Show, 1828 published. He later tried to suppress it, feeling it was not equal to the standard of his later work. So next point is he published several short stories in various periodicals which he collected in 1837 as Twice Told Tales and later in 1842. So इन्होंने जो अपनी शॉर्ट स्टोरीज़ पब्लिश की थी वो बहुत सारे periodicals में पब्लिश की थी, और जो कि इन्होंने कलेक्ट करके फिर एक जगह पर जब कलेक्शन पब्लिश किया 1837 में, तो उसका नाम रखा इन्होंने which he named as Twice Told Tales and later in 1842. His fiction works are considered part of romantic movement. जो इनकी fiction works थी, novels वगैरह थी, वो समझी जाती, considered करी जाती हैं romantic movement से related and more specifically dark romanticism. तो in 1836 Hawthorne served as editor of the American magazine of useful and entertaining knowledge. So in 1836 Hawthorne served as editor of the American magazine of useful and entertaining knowledge. Hawthorne wrote most of the tales collected in Moses from an Old Man's. Moses from an Old Man's इनका बहुत ही famous short story collection रहा है. Hawthorne became friends with Herman Melville in 1850, who read his short story collection and Moses from an Old Man's, and his unsigned review of the collection titled Hawthorne and His Moses were printed in the literary world. Melville, who composing Moby Dick at the time, wrote that these stories revealed a dark side to Hawthorne, shrouded in blackness, 10 times black. ये किसने कहा है? मेलविल ने कहा है कि हॉथॉर्न की जो ये मोबी डिक इस टाइम पे कंपोज कर रहे थे हरमन मेलविल, तब इन्होंने हरमन मेलविल ने क्या किया, हॉथॉर्न के ऊपर कमेंट दिया, बेसिकली कमेंट किया कि मतलब कॉम्प्लीमेंट तो नहीं कहेंगे, कमेंट दिया कि रोट दैट दीज स्टोरी, रिमार्क किया, बेसिकली रिमार्क्ड दैट दीज स्टोरीज रिवील्ड ए डार्क साइड टू हॉथॉर्न, श्राउडेड इन ब्लैकनेस, 10 times black. Moby Dick is dedicated to Hawthorne, as Melville said. मोबी डिक इज़ डेडिकेटेड टू हॉथॉर्न. हर्बन मेलविल ने ये मोबी डिक जो नावल लिखी थी ये डेडिकेट की थी नैथानियल हॉथॉर्न को. In token of my admiration for his genius, this book is inscribed to Nathaniel Hawthorn. This was said by Herman Melville. So next we'll cover famous quote of Hawthorn. I have not lived but only dreamed about living. ये इनका बहुत ही famous quote है. किसका भाई? Nathaniel Hawthorn का. Next इनका work है The Blithedale Romance, 1852 published. His only work written in first person. इनके सारे works जो हैं वो थर्ड पर्सन में लिखे गए हैं, बट ये इनका ओनली वर्क है जो फर्स्ट पर्सन में लिखा गया है. तो अगर ये क्वेश्चन भी आ सकता है कि विच वर्क बाय नैथानियल हॉथॉर्न इज़ रिटन इन फर्स्ट पर्सन नैरेटिव, तो यू कैन से यू हैव टू से द ब्लिथडेल रोमांस 1852 published. The Blithedale Romance 1852 published. Next we'll cover Hawthorne admitted. Next point is Hawthorne admitted he had aged considerably, referring to himself as wrinkled with time and trouble. Longfellow wrote a tribute poem to Hawthorne in 1866 called The Bells of Lynn. His later writing also reflects his negative view of the transcendentalist movement. ये transcendentalist movement के almost opposite थे. इनके negative views आपको इनकी later writings में देखने को मिलते हैं. ट्रांसेंडेंटलिस्ट मूवमेंट के अगेंस्ट। तो हिज 4 मेजर रोमांसेस वर रिटन बिटवीन 1850 एंड 1860। तो वो कौन से 4 रोमांसेस थे? द स्कारलेट लेटर 1850, द हाउस ऑफ 7 गेबल्स 1851, द ब्लिथडेल रोमांस 1852, द मार्बल फोन 1860. Hawthorne is regarded as the master of human psychology. D.H. Lawrence said about the Scarlet Letter, there could be no more perfect work of the American imagination than Scarlet Letter. सो ये डी.एच. लॉरेंस का रिमार्क है कि यहाँ पर कोई भी इतना परफेक्ट वर्क नहीं है जितना कि स्कारलेट लेटर है अमेरिकन इमेजिनेशन की अगर बात की जाए तो स्कारलेट लेटर इज़ द pioneering example. So, important works of Nathaniel Hawthorn. Fan show published unanimously in 1828. Main characters were Dr. Melmoth, Aaron Langton. Now, let's talk about the Scarlet Letter. So, the Scarlet Letter is published in 1850. The Scarlet Letter, a romance, is considered to be magnum opus of Hawthorne. It is set in 17th century Puritan Boston, Massachusetts during the year 1642 249. It tells the story of Hester Prynne, who conceived a daughter through an affair and struggles to create a new life and of repentance and dignity. So यहाँ पर मैं प्लॉट की बात अभी नहीं करूँगी, उसको अलग से कवर करेंगे द स्कारलेट लेटर के प्लॉट को, नहीं तो ऑडियो जो है बहुत लॉन्ग हो जाएगी। तो हम बात करेंगे नेक्स्ट नॉवल की, द हाउस ऑफ 7 गेबल्स 1851. So guys, it is a gothic novel, The House of 7 Gables, 1851 published. It is a gothic novel inspired the horror fiction writer H.P. Lovecraft, who called it New England's greatest contribution to weird literature. New England's greatest contribution to weird literature in his essay Supernatural Horror in Literature. Poet and critic James Russell Lowell said that it was better than The Scarlet Letter and called the most valuable contribution to New England history that has been made. So next point is the Blithedale Romance, 1852 published. In Hawthorne's A Book of Literary Criticism, Henry James called it the lightest, the brightest and the liveliest of Nathaniel Hawthorne's unhumorous fictions. Blithedale is a utopian community. Protagonist is Miles Coverdale. Miles Coverdale is the protagonist, and Marble Fawn or the Romance of Montebam. Marble Fawn or the Romance of Montebam, 1860. The Dolliver Romance, 1863 remained unfinished. The Dolliver Romance, 1863 remained unfinished. Okay. Short story collection की बात करते हैं. Twice Told Tales, 1837. Moses from an Old Man's, 1846. A Wonder Book for Girls and Boys, 1851. The Snow Image and Other Twice Told Tales, 1852. Tanglewood Tale for Boys and Girls, 1853. It is a sequel to A Wonder Book for Girls and Boys, 1851. ओके, सो ये था ऑलमोस्ट शॉर्ट स्टोरी कलेक्शन को। चलो दोबारा से रिवाइज कर लेते हैं. ट्वाइस टोल्ड टेल्स 1837, मोसेस फ्रॉम एन ओल्ड मैन्स 1846. Twice Told Tales 1837, Moses from an Old Man's 1846, A Wonder Book for Girls and Boys 1851, The Snow Image and Other Twice Told Tales 1852, The Snow Image and Other Twice Told Tales 1852, Tanglewood Tale for Boys and Girls 1853, Tanglewood Tale for Boys and Girls 1853. It is a sequel to A Wonder Book for Girls and Boys. सो ये था ऑल अबाउट नैथेनियल हॉथॉर्न. अभी जो इसमें द स्कारलेट लेटर है उसको भी अलग से कवर करेंगे नेक्स्ट ऑडियो में. तब तक के लिए थैंक यू सो मच. नेक्स्ट ऑडियो आएगी हिल्डा डोलिटल के लिए. ओके, बाय बाय.